Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. And if you're looking to support the podcast, if you're enjoying the content and you want to support the podcast in a very inexpensive way, please consider purchasing a Super Thanks comment. It's a YouTube Super Thanks comment. You can purchase it. It's very inexpensive. It's a comment that you can purchase for each video. You get a fun animation. You have a colorful comment that you can leave as well as different colors. You could customize the comment as well, and you'll be supporting the podcast as well. And they begin about like $2. So super thanks comments you can be purchased for as low as $2, and all money goes into the podcast. You could do that each podcast. You will see icons under the podcast. Look for the thanks icon. Click on that thanks icon, and you can purchase a super thanks comment as well. And of course, everyone that purchases a super thanks comment will get a shout out from me on the show, as well as a credit page at the end of the next pre-recorded podcast, not live stream, but pre-recorded podcast. I will have a credit page thanking you as well. So again, if you're enjoying the content, please consider purchasing a YouTube super thanks comment. Okay, so this is Impact Wrestling's Insider's exclusive match review. This week we had a hell of a match. We had a hell of a match from Greektown Wrestling. It was the Impact Wrestling World Champion Josh Alexander, excuse me, defending the title against Aiden Prince, the incredibly talented Aiden Prince. And I tell you, this was a real good one. So let's get into some. Let's talk about some of the action, and then we'll get into the review. So this match, there was no introductions to start the match. So the video started with there was no introductions, and they start off with an exchange of moves. At one point, Aiden Prince early on has an armbar. He slaps Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander gets upset. He hits back with a huge chop that the crowd just absolutely popped for. Aiden Prince holding his chest fell into the ropes. Aiden Prince, then at one point during the match, he tries to leapfrog, but he's caught by Josh Alexander. Alexander turns it into a power slam. Then Josh Alexander hits a backbreaker for 2 on Aiden Prince. Prince comes back eventually with a dropkick moonsault combo. He hits a Rana on Alexander as well. And then we get into some forearm smash exchanges, which was just outstanding. Just a great exchange of forearm smashes. Prince eventually hits a roaring forearm smash. Alexander does hit one as well, and absolutely destroys Aiden Prince. I thought Prince was knocked out. I thought Aiden Prince was knocked out when Josh Alexander hit that the roaring forearm smash, but he wasn't knocked out. Josh Alexander, as the match progressed, he hits a few German suplexes. Prince actually comes back, hits a splash from the top rope for 2. Prince had a look on his face like he thought he won the match, but Josh Alexander kicked out at 2. Later on in the match, Aiden Prince hits a dive to the outside on Josh Alexander, and the end of the match came. Prince goes for a 450 splash, which is his finisher. He misses the 450 splash. Josh Alexander locks on the ankle lock. Aiden Prince is forced to tap out, and the winner is your Impact Wrestling World Champion, Josh Alexander, successfully defending the championship. So when I first read that the Ultimate Insider match, exclusive match, was going to be Josh Alexander versus Aiden Prince, I knew it was going to be a great match. Without even watching it, I knew the two talents involved in this match. I knew it was going to be a great match, and they did not disappoint. This was a terrific match from start to finish between two incredible talents, Josh Alexander, Aiden Prince. I love the fact that Josh is defending the belt all over. Impact Wrestling and independent scene as well. He's taking on all comers, and of course, this case, Impact Wrestling, Aiden Prince getting a shot at the title. One thing I did not like about the match is they didn't get any in-ring introductions. This is supposed to be an Impact Wrestling title match. It wasn't announced. It's not indicated as an Impact Wrestling title match on the graphic, but the announcers, who was the commentators, I don't know who their names are. They did indicate as the match was progressing that it was an Impact Wrestling title match. So if this was an Impact Wrestling title match, there should have been in-ring introductions, and we should have had Josh Alexander introduced as the Impact Wrestling World Champion, and of course, Aiden Prince should have got an introduction. So there should have been in-ring introductions. I didn't like that there weren't any in-ring introductions. Now there was in-ring introductions at Greektown Wrestling, of course, but the video that they showed on YouTube, Impact Wrestling, when they edited out the intros, which was a mistake. But anyway, the highlight of this match, without a doubt, was the forearm smash exchange. That was just nuts. When Aiden Prince hit the roaring forearm smash, and Josh Alexander looked like he was just about to go down, but then he comes back with a roaring forearm smash of his own. It was like Aiden Prince got shot. He just fell right to the floor. I thought he was knocked out cold. He just fell like a sack of potatoes. So that was just the highlight of the match for me, was the forearm smash exchange. And man, this was a terrific match. I love this match. I love this match. Absolutely love this match. Probably I was gonna say is since I've started reviewing the Impact Wrestling Insiders exclusive matches, I would say this one and Speedball Mike Bailey against One Called Manders are my two favorite matches so far. So this one and Speedball Mike Bailey versus One Called Manders, my two favorite insider matches so far. I've just started reviewing them about 4 or 5 weeks ago, but up until now, this so far is my favorite, as is Speedball Mike Bailey against One Called Manders. But after watching this match, here's my question. Here's my question: why isn't Aiden Prince a regular on Impact Wrestling TV? Why isn't he getting a push in Impact Wrestling? He obviously has the talent. He proves it time and time again. He proves it match in and match out every single time, every single match he's in. He proves that he belongs. He proves he belongs with the big boys. And he did it in this match against the Impact Wrestling World Champion, one of the best in the world, Josh Alexander. So my question again, why isn't he getting a regular spot on Impact Wrestling TV? We haven't seen him on Impact Wrestling for some time. This is the first time we've seen him on Impact. It's not really Impact; it's Greektown Wrestling. But we haven't seen him on Impact and Access TV. We haven't seen him on BTI, and I think that's a mistake. Unless there's something else going on that I'm not aware of, that he can't appear. I don't think there's any visa issues, because he's actually he posts that he's ready to accept bookings in Canada and the US. So I don't think there's any visa issues. So he's able to accept bookings in the US. So my question is, why isn't he on Impact on Access TV? He should be a regular. He should be getting a push, especially in the X division. Especially in the X division. So hopefully we're going to start seeing more of Aiden Prince, because again, he proved it in this match against Josh, and he proves it every time I see Aiden Prince. Every time I see Aiden Prince, he proves it. He proves that he belongs. And sooner or later, he's going to get that push, and he's going to become an absolute megastar. Absolute megastar. And I'm glad he signed Impact Wrestling, because he's going to become a megastar for Impact Wrestling. He just needs that opportunity. He just needs that push. Now, there was no way, we all knew that Josh Alexander was not going to lose the title in this match. Now, there was no way. I knew there was no way that Aiden Prince was going to have any shot at winning the because if he did, it would have been announced, right? But even if I'm watching the match for the first time, even if I was at Greektown Wrestling watching the match as it's happening, there's no way Josh Alexander was going to lose this match. Josh Alexander, one of the absolute best in the world, hands down, one of the best in the world. There's no debating it. There's no debating that. But Aiden Prince showed that he belongs as he proved it against one of the best in the world, in Josh Alexander. But Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Gonna leave it at that. Aiden Prince, hopefully he's gonna get that push that he deserves. And I hopefully we're gonna see him booked more and more in the US. I'd love to see him at West Coast Pro. We'd love to see him at Limitless Wrestling. He deserves an opportunity. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna be a megastar. And I think he's on the indie scene, he's one of the best on the indie scene right now. And I think it's a travesty that he's not getting a push. But okay, I that's me ranting about Aiden Prince not getting a push, and I'm gonna leave it at that for now. But anyway, this match from a 1 to 10, one being the lowest and 10 being the highest, I'm gonna give this match an 8.3. 8.3. Okay, so there you go. So that's my review of Josh Alexander defending the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship against Aiden Prince, the Impact Wrestling Insiders exclusive match. And that's it for me. So I'm watching the news. Anything breaks, I'll be back. And of course, I'll be back next week with another review of Impact Wrestling's Ultimate Insider exclusive match. But until I'm back, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.